What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and today I'm back with another episode of Fix That Failed War Attack, focusing on both Dragon and Electro Dragbat attack strategies today at Town Hall 10. Now, the base that we're looking at right now, base number 6, is the one that gave some trouble to the players over here in Divine Justice. But before I get into any of that, please notice they did bring in the victory in this war, 85-77. And remember, guys, I come out with Clash videos every single day, so sub the channel and turn on notifications if you're interested in hanging out with me on the daily, hanging out, watching Clash, having some fun. So the reason I like this series so much, guys, is because you can learn from what we're doing and what we're discussing. We're watching players attack and fail, figuring out where the fail went wrong, I guess, and then watching the attack work out properly and see why it did. Kind of break things down a little bit more than just watching, great attacks all the time. They both have their place, and I've been enjoying doing this series right here. The first attack that we're going to watch right here is done by Too Easy, and it's worth noting this was the first attack done in the war on this base. And take a look at the base, guys. We're looking at a fairly standard base that we see all the time, both when farming and in war. There's nothing crazy special about this base, and as you can see, the town hall in the center there is fairly protected. It has some sweepers to keep those loons out of there. You have the Inferno Tower to deal with any tanks, Eagle behind, and behind that you have the clan castle for some good support. So town hall is fairly protected, but it's not invulnerable, of course. No base really is. We're gonna watch what Big Easy does, or Too Easy. He's coming in with 8 Electro Dragons, 8 balloons, heroes that are not max level. He has 5 bat spells, 3 rage, and 2 freeze. He's gonna start things out right here with an attempt to take down these air defenses and that Inferno Tower. Little does he know, there is a 5 Tesla farm right there as well, which is going to slow some things down and not allow him to take down one of the air defenses. So right there is probably one of the things that went wrong in this attack. 1 AD did not go down, but that's not the end of the world. He's coming in with the Electro Dragons in the north and in the east right here, and what they're going to do is funnel down the base so that the dragons can get their way, or the Electro Dragons and balloons can get their way into the base and kind of, take things out. The problem is in the funneling in this attack, in my opinion. What happens and what you're going to see happen is it takes too long for these Electro Dragons to get themselves to the center of the base to take down the Eagle, the clan castle troops, and the town hall itself. We have the Stone Slammer coming in along with those Electro Dragons and balloons. Notice a lot of balloons coming through right here, trying to take down that Inferno Tower quickly, and that does go well. Now we have the Electro Dragons still pushing, Stone Slammer being deployed right there with max level balloons coming out, and we see a dragon giving a hard time to our Electro Dragons, and this dragon here doing some work with that Inferno Tower as well. But we're still pushing on through. The Grand Warden's ability was used nicely, but as you can see happening right here, the troops, is just not a ton of them left. There was not enough stomping power to push through the base and to take down the town hall. So this one by Too Easy is actually going to end in a 2-star. Also notice those air traps right there, really beating down on those Electro Dragons. That slow attack speed from the Electro Dragons, traps can really mess them up, as can certain compositions from a clan castle, such as witches. So Too Easy, great attempt, but didn't get it done on that one. We do have another example with a very big modification to the attack itself, and that one was done by Big Easy on their first attack. Let's take a look at this composition. Again, same base, attempt number 2, and we have dragons replacing the Electro Dragons in this one, possibly because of the dragons in the clan castle. Not sure why Big Easy decided to go with the dragons instead of the Electro Dragons. If you think you guys know, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about why people make the choices that they make. Also, if you enjoy this series, this educational, fantastic series, throw a thumbs up on the video, show some support to your boy Echo, Clash of Clans, and of course the channel. Now, we're looking at 11 dragons, 12 balloons, the Stone Slammer, higher level heroes right here, and we have 1 freeze, we have 3 rage, and an extra bat spell in this comp. So knowing where the Tesla farm is, do you think it will be dropped right there, and it being those rage spells and those bat spells? Well, we're gonna see in a moment, guys. Big Easy getting ready to get the job done right here. Planned out the attack, got the max level troops coming in. The only thing not maxed right here is that king, which is level 39. the bat spells coming in right here with the freeze on the Inferno and on that Wizard Tower, coming through, going against the other Wizard Tower as well, trying to take down that Wizzy Tower and doing a nice job. It did push on through. Now the Dragons and Sui heroes are coming in from the southwestern side of the base, and we have some from the east. Attempt right here is to really funnel down this base, make a nice straight path up into the town hall. I like the plan. Quick funnel, get in there really nicely. Queen right here is going to work on that air defense, and she should be able to take that down. She does, so one less AD to deal with right there. We have the Stone Slammer and the balloons. Look at heavy on those balloons right behind the Slammer. Grand Warden's there as well, and the Grand Warden not using the ability just yet. He's going to save that for when that Giga Tesla is doing some harm to all those balloons. And that tornado trap right there, slowing some things down. Grand Warden's ability beautifully being used right there. We have a rage spell going to be dropped on those loons. The loons will be taking down the town hall. Looks like we are going to get at least a 2-star on this attack right here. These dragons still pushing themselves along the eastern side of the base. An Electro Dragon also came out of his Stone Slammer along with a couple of balloons on this attack. So we're looking at a 63% 2-star, but look at this. This girl right here, this queen, is doing work right there in the center of the base. She lended a pretty significant hand in taking down a lot of those balloons and dragons that were pushing into the core, as she was protected by the structures around her. Not ideal, right? It was a tough attack, but he did pull in the 2-star. But for Divine Justice, that was not going to be enough. They wanted to pull in the triple on this base, and that's what we're going to see happen as we watch the final attack, the 3-star attack on this one right here. And it's done by Andrew, the number 1 from the war. So what that means is the number 1 is attacking the number 6. It is definitely a difference in weight. As you can see, Inferno Tower is not maxed, while his attack is completely maxed. He's got the E-Drags back, 7 of them, 14 balloons, Stone Slammer, maxed heroes, 2 rage spells, no freeze, 8 bat spells in this one, not wasting any time with the freeze, going in with the heavy bats. This one is the 3-star. So part of that maybe because the heroes were a little bit higher, of course, but the other part is going to be the deployment of the troops and how he attacked the base. All of the attacks were done in different fashion. They were all done in a different way, and well, that's where the learning portion of this comes in. Where to hit a base, looking at bases, base identification, and seeing where they're vulnerable. And I think that Andrew does a nice job of that. Let's take a look right here and tune in as he pulls in this triple after being able to watch a few attacks before this one. There was also one other attack that was done on this base, which I left out just because in the matter of time. So we have right here, I'm going to pause it. I mean, look guys, everything is coming in fast on this one. The bat spells were not yet used. So this is the first attack where bat spells weren't the first phase. We have the Electro Dragons coming with the balloons and the slammers coming in with the heroes behind. We have the Grand Warden there ready to lend a hand to all these troops. And using the ability, now the bat spell comes in. I love this, guys. I've been seeing people do this more and more often, and that is get the bat spell in while the troops and the units are in on the base, because the units are going to be tanking for the bats, and the bats are going to be able to go ham on these bases. What we know about bats is they are strong, they are fast, but they are vulnerable at the same time. So if you can get some other troops tanking for the bat spells, you're in good hands. And right now Andrew is taking huge advantage of that. These balloons still coming around the base, doing a nice job in the east. Electro Dragons on the town hall, wrecking that town hall. We do have an Inferno Tower to deal with right there, and that Tesla farm. Now he knew this was here because he's seen the attacks come through before. And look at this, that they were dealing some damage, but taking some damage at the same time. Looks like we do have 3 Electro Dragons all together right there. The Grand Warden and these balloons, 83% of the base taken down. That chain ability from the Electro Dragons is beautiful. I don't know if you guys ever noticed before, but their attack is based on when the spikes on their back are all completely lit up. And here's a great example right here. You'll watch those spikes light up, and that is when the attack is going to actually be done. Actually, they're not able to set because the balloons are just going ham, so the attack may not actually happen. Those E-Drags are just going along for the ride. But I mean, very different strategy, very different deployment, and the key tip here is using the bat spells while the attack is already going on. Wait to use the bat spells until your troops are on the battlefield. tanking some of those defenses, especially splash damage defenses such as the Wizard Towers, which in my opinion are some of the strongest defenses in the game because of the amount of damage they put onto mass number of units at one time. But that was a beautiful attack by Andrew, and you know what? You got to give credit to the attackers that came before because they were able to show how the base was vulnerable, where the base was strong, and that probably is part of the reason why Andrew came through and did such a beautiful job on this attack. Now we're going to look right here again. Divine Justice pulled in the win, 85-77 on this random spin, and guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Always trying to bring you stuff that can improve you as a clasher. And what you should be doing if you find this valuable, share it with your clanmates, because this strategy or all these strategies can be used at both Town Halls 10, 11, and Town Hall 12. So a wide variety of people can benefit from these strategies, and why not figure out how to do them the most efficiently so you could pull in those 3 stars, giving your clan the best chance of victory in your wars. Guys, remember, you could always come find me over on Discord. The link is there and in the description below, or Twitter at Echo Through Me. And as always, my videos are sponsored by G Fuel. Save yourself 10% at gfuel.com using code ECHO, basically on everything you want over there, guys. It's all great stuff. But for today, that's been it. Much love to Divine Justice for sharing these amazing war attacks with me, and I will see all of you back here later on today with another video and possibly a live stream. Until then, be good.